Hey, good Thursday morning once again. Time for another Gold Miners chat. This week we have one of the goaltenders in studio with us, and we'll find out if it's true that goaltenders are a different breed. Number 29 in your program, Kyle McNair with us. Good morning, Kyle. How are you, man?
Hey, Ferg, what's up? How you doing?
I am doing well. Thanks for taking time for us this morning.
Hey, anytime. Thanks for having me.
So, first thing, you're from Corbyville, Ontario.
Yeah, Corbyville. It's
Where is that?
It's about 5 minutes outside of Belleville. You go down a little highway.
Okay.
And I think the only thing the town's got is about a brewery, so that goes to tell you a lot.
Aha. Who are you billeting with here in town?
I'm with Leslie and Gav in Shorrock.
Okay, having lots of fun there?
Oh, I can't even describe to you the amounts of fun I'm having there. We got pool table, ping pong table in the basement. The boys are coming over all the time.
Life is good.
Oh, life's good for sure.
Life is good. So what chores do they have you doing over there?
Not really too much, just looking after your own space. I mean, obviously, cleaning up downstairs if you're using it.
All right, they're not putting the hammer down too hard.
Not too hard at all.
So, looking at your background, you played in Clarington and Picton in the Provincial Junior C Hockey League. If you had to pinpoint one thing, what's the biggest difference between that league and this league?
Biggest thing I'd have to say is probably the speed.
The speed of the game?
With each level you go up, the speed increases, obviously.
Okay.
So,
any former teammates or foes from that league that you're playing against here?
Yeah, actually, one of my buddies who plays on Powassan.
Okay.
Yeah, so we played him.
When you first signed with the team, did a little research, do a little write-up, a little press release for you and whatnot, you went to the Sioux Greyhounds in the U18 draft. You were a first-round pick in the U18 draft with the Greyhounds. Once a team selects you and you sort of become, quote-unquote, their property, what happens after that?
When the Sioux drafted me, their management gets in touch with you, and they'll tell you about the camps, like what they want you doing throughout the summer, how they want you working out with them. They recommend I work with their goalie coach, Dan Stewart.
Okay.
And actually, to this day, I still work with Stewie.
All right. Now, where would he be based out of?
Dan, he's from Cobourg, Ontario.
Okay.
So it's about 50 minutes away from where I live.
Okay.
So he's commuting between the Sioux and Cobourg because he's got family at home.
Okay.
So he's dividing his time between the two.
Now, would you do more work with him off-season?
Yeah, for sure off-season, because off-season, that's kind of the time of the year where you're really – the grind's starting. It's the off season, right? So I think this summer I was probably on the ice with them twice a week, helping them out with a little goalie coaching too. So it was a pretty busy schedule for sure.
What made you become a goaltender?
Honestly, couldn't tell you. Back in house league, I think when I was about 5, we rotate through who's being goalie for the game.
Oh, okay.
And my house league team was I think we were last or second last, something like that. And then so it came to my turn to be goalie, and we won our first game of the year, right? And so my parents are kind of sitting there, they're like, no, this ain't happening, right? This ain't happening. But much to their dismay, the coach was like, hey, you want to go in for a second game? And I'm like, yeah, obviously. I went for a second game, we won. And I think we ended up losing the whole house league like tyke thing in the finals, and that was it. I was hooked, and my parents were just, I wouldn't say they're the happiest about it because they know how much the equipment and everything costs, but I think now they're pretty on board with it. So
exactly, resigned to the fact that their kid's a goaltender.
Yeah, exactly. So
now he also has, while we're talking about kid being a goaltender, his brand new pads, color coordinated with the Gold Miners colors.
Oh yeah.
So you got the sharpest looking kit in the league right now.
Oh, thanks, Ferg.
I'll tell you that for sure. That's hands down. Why would you willingly stand there and have guys shoot this piece of rubber as hard as they can, whizzing by your ears and whatnot, hitting you in the head every once in a while? Are you guys nuts?
I don't know. I've heard people say it takes a special breed to be a goalie, but honestly, I started as a D-man, and I didn't have too much of a problem switching over. But I think you get used to it. So, I mean, the dome shots, they hurt, obviously, and your ears ring for a couple minutes, but after that, you're fine. So,
any superstitions, rituals you go through on game day getting ready?
Yeah, a few. Because, I mean, goalies is superstitious. I have the same breakfast each game day. I got the 6 eggs, the 2 pieces of toast, and orange juice.
6. Now, Kyle's a big boy. If you don't know Kyle, Kyle's 6'3", 200-pound plus, so you got to fill it up, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You got to feed the machine, obviously. But, yeah, and then before games, it's kind of like talk with the guys, keeping it kind of loose, and then as you progress towards game time, you kind of lock in a little bit more. I've got a ball warm-up that I do off ice.
A couple times you've mentioned the family. Tell us about the family back home.
Mom, dad, and I got a sister. She actually plays in the PWHL for Whitby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's a D-man, so
Ah.
I don't know what my parents would have done. She wanted to be a goalie. But, yeah, my dad used to be a cop. He cop for 30 years. He retired. The mom, she's a dental hygienist.
Cool. Tell me about this whole summer hockey thing. How does all this work? How often do you play? Is it leagues? Is it weekend tournaments? What's the scoop on that?
And when I was younger, you'd have teams, and there'd be like the coach of the team would pick the best 20 players from the 401 corridor sort of thing.
Okay.
And you'd go into spring tournaments.
Well, I was going to ask, is it more about development or more about being seen by the next potential team you're going to play for?
It's a little bit of both.
Kyle McNair joining us this morning. We got about a week off now, eh? Another 5. We don't play till next Wednesday.
Yep.
So practice time, a little downtime. What's going to happen?
I don't know. Coach ain't giving us a schedule for the next few days, so we'll find out. I'm sure we'll have a couple off days and a couple practice days mixed in there.
All right, and a little recovery. You guys are getting nicked up this time of year. Body's getting sore and whatnot. Good to have a few days off to recover, huh?
Yep, very important.
Kyle McNair with us this morning. Thanks for doing this, Kyle. Enjoy a few days off, and we get back at it next Wednesday. Good luck to you again.
Oh, will do. Thanks for having me, Ferg.